Hi, welcome back to the Twin Cities Film Fest, sponsored by Stearns Bank. I'm your host, Brianna Rose Lee, and with me on the red carpet right now is the writer, director, and actor, a triple threat, and editor.
No,
sorry,
not
writer, director, editor. So our triple threat, Neil Tuli. Thank you so much for being here today. Just wanted to hear a little bit about your inspiration behind writing this script.
Absolutely. I mean, this was really based on experience. When my mother passed when I was 22, so this was really a cathartic experience. It started as, and then really an exploration, I guess, of that immigrant mother, generation son, and just kind of that relationship. I had realized, when you lose a parent, you lose a lot of things, but something you didn't really pick up or something you didn't really realize you'd lose until you're older is those little moments, the really fun moments, the ones where they're kind of poking at you. So this was really about that. This is like meant to be fun and sort of have some levity, but also sort of the seriousness of a missing parent and the dynamic between an immigrant mother and her son.
So is it fair to say you wrote this kind of inspiration from yourself, but to kind of be a catharsis for other people who might be in the same situation?
100%. Yeah, absolutely. I think there's sort of unity in that grieving period, and then also having something in the middle, in this case, sports, something athletic, and that drive for this main actor, but really could be anything. And I think that's the dynamic for a lot of people who are going through grief is finding a balance with the people around them going through that. So yeah, it was made for that, certainly. And also just, like I said, I think it's a story I had not seen, a dynamic I had not seen, a world I had not seen, and I just realized if I didn't make it, it might not ever happen. Might not ever be made.
If not you, who?
If not me, who? Exactly, Brianna. Yeah, appreciate that.
I love that. So can you just talk about any of the challenges you had while shooting this film? How long was the process? Was it? Did it take a few years? Was this a few months?
Yeah, the writing really happened very quickly. I would say like 80% of my writing happens in a day or a couple days for a short, and then the 20% that it changes makes it so much better it can actually be made. So it's a really important time. So that took months, just like working with actors and getting feedback, working with other directors, and I have like a feedback loop, a writer's sort of team. Once the script is like, we're changing tiny little like a line here, a line there, we can cast, we can pre-pro, we can do all that, and then move pretty quickly. My producer is here is somewhere, but she really made it happen and is incredible. Reina Rios Star. And I think really from when I contacted her to when we started shooting was a few months, a lot of prep. The shoot was one day. We did the whole thing in 15 hours, but it was a lot of prep. It was a lot of there was not that much, it was 8 pages or so. There was not that many surprises happening on set. Really, the actors both flew in and came in and were ready for that full day. So yeah, I would do it similarly. The challenges, yeah, I mean, really doing this around people's work schedules, people who are working full time and trying to get a weekend date that lines up and do a 15-hour Saturday, really, it can be challenging. Building the set is really takes a lot of effort and a lot of concise decision making. And, again, that's just something that I had to do as much as I could on my own. And then when you get professionals in there, that last 20% makes all the difference. So, yeah, I don't know, was there other parts of that question? I think I got most of it. Yeah,
I think you got most of it. Yes, I mean, shooting an entire short film in one day, 15 hours. But I mean, if you do enough pre-pro and you're
exactly, yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's how I feel. It's like you can kind of do a lot of thinking ahead of the time, and really once we're on set, my job was really minimal. I found myself standing around a lot, which I think is an honor. It's a very good thing. Yeah, it's like I'm just really being with the actors and trying to immerse myself with them, and I'm not really thinking about anything else. And that's just a testament to the work that was done up front. So.
Absolutely. Well, I guess my last question for you is, what's next? Are you working on any other scripts right now? Anything else about maybe being a first-generation immigrant, just a different kind of story, or something else completely?
Yeah, no, I have, I would say, a very small slate of those exact type of stories, really first generation stories that I haven't seen before, a lot of them with some kind of sports element or sports dramedy, but comedy. So yeah, right now I'm working on, there's a wonderful actor, comedian, writer who's local here, Tapan Sharma. Nice work, Tapan, you're getting a little call out. And we've been writing a lot together, and we both had that very similar experience, that first generation Indian American experience, and he's a comedian and really has a very strong timing and sensibility. So we've written a pilot, a lot of sketches. series, and a feature is in development. And then other than that, I'd love to keep making shorts. I'd love to keep working with folks locally in the Twin Cities. I love the talent here. So the goal is in the next couple months, really that short, get a couple of these features written, buttoned up, and then take advantage of those Minnesota tax incentives, the film tax incentives, and start making wonderful stuff here.
I love to hear it. Yes, shout out to the Minnesota tax incentive that will help make great indie film possible in Minnesota again.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Well, we're not going to keep you. We're going to get you right to your screening.
Thank you.
Thank
again.
you.